everybody, one of Weezen Legendary Hurricane Jet-Vac on the portal of power. I went ahead and had him clean all the coins up and everything just to get him out of our way. Nobody really needs them at this point, so I figured why not. But we took Blade-Vac with Hurricane Jet-Vac. I think it's a pretty good path. The problem is it's extremely difficult for me to document it. I'm using the new setup here, in this case, new setup referring to the Yeti mic. And I gotta say, it was really cool though, because I got up to switch from standard to Legendary Jet-Vac. I didn't have to worry about a headset cord, I didn't have it rip off my head painfully, nothing bad happened because I'm not attached to anything right now. So that was very cool. But again, Chapter 46, Jet-Vac's Blade-Vac, and now Legendary's Hurricane Hawk will all be the first Skylander vids with this mic. So let me know your thoughts in case you watch this one and not the others. But what we're going to do, I do have his base upgrades, right? Let's check. I think I do.
Are you ready for a new magical upgrade?
Alright, generally what I do when there's an alt deco, I go through the base with one of them. And then of course I kind of have a good feel for it, and we can quickly go through with the other characters. So Blade-Vac, if you want to see that, links down below, but we took it with standard Hurricane Jet-Vac. Now for Legendary Hurricane Jet-Vac, we're going to take Hurricane Hawk. This looks to focus on his tertiary attack. Use improved wind power to clear a path through enemies. So we'll check that out. Alright, let's actually, right here, where is it? First one, somersault. Press Y to dash forwards. Enemies in the way will get kicked and damaged. Let me get back to the spreadsheets. Yes, 17 to 26 on impact when you land, 15 to 23. Wasn't there another one? Yeah. Make them soar is the one that increased it. It did 20 to 30 on impact, so we're going 17, 26 to 20 to 30, and then the landing part of 15 to 23 remain the same. So let's actually just go ahead and kind of showcase that, so we kind of touch base here. But whoops, that was Nintendo Y. That's what we're working with here. So you can kind of, if you spam it, that's sort of what you get. It's kind of awkward but cool at the same time. And right there you saw the 20 and then the 23. The 23 was critical, so standard would be 15, 23 on the landing. The attack there, sort of like the initial impact as I'm calling it, is like right when the foot hits the face, 20 to 30, and then the landing after the somersault is 15, 23. So I'm hoping this one's much easier for us to actually document. But up first for $13.60, keep in mind Tin Wing Sapphires, maximum 20% discount. We've got the Turbulent Turbine. Press Y to dash forward, which we already kind of have that. There's a lot of redundancy in the descriptions this time around, I've kind of noticed. But enemies behind you when the dash is started take more damage. Let's actually back up. I don't think they're currently taking any, are they? Oh, they do. I feel like we talked about that. But do I have it in the... Huh. Well, anyway, it's good we double checked this. I think I knew that, but it might have been something we talked about in a latter video or some part of the game or something.
Are you ready
So
for
let's
a
see
new
here.
magical upgrade?
I'm gonna come in on Make Them Soar since it's the last upgrade there. Behind launch, they would take 10 to 15 damage is where that would be. Alright, so finally we can buy Turbulent Turbine and see what we get. And it did say more damage, and we've confirmed that we had damage, so we're doing 10 to 15. Let's see what we're gonna get now. And of course we'll also check and make sure we don't do any more than the 20 to 30, 15, 23. So let's see what it looks like. Okay, so it looks significantly more damaging. Okay, that was just the weak landing there. There's our 20 and our 15. That's the same. Now we were doing 10. Let's see what we've got now. Couldn't tell. 12. Okay, so not that big of a deal. 12 to 18. But hey, every little bit helps, I suppose. 12 to 18 behind launch. And again, If you're like, what is he talking about? If you look at the spreadsheet, watch the video. If you watch the video and you want numbers, look at the spreadsheet. It's a beautiful, beautiful marriage there.
Hello, Extreme.
That said, up next is Talon. She cracks me up every time she says that. It's Hello Extremely that just gets me. That said, Talon Takeoff for 1760. Enemies hit at the end of a somersault are knocked back further and take more damage. So you'll have to go back to the base upgrades to look at the initial hit and impact, because obviously the dummy here doesn't really go anywhere. But let's see. That landed nothing. 32. So it's gonna be 20 to 30 and 21 to 32. 20 to 30 impact. 21 to 32 landing, and then let's check this out just to be safe, make sure we don't get a bonus. 12 to 18 behind launch. 12 to 18 behind launch. Let's see, where would we put that? 20 to 30, not impoc, but impact. 21 to 32 landing with cannot type for some reason. Not, wow, it's like we're Dutch or something. Knockback. There we go. Minecraft term. Let's go check it out real quick on Greba. Again, I have a feel for, the aesthetics of where enemies were hit and what happened to them.
Show me what you've got.
Indeed we will. Patience, Buzz. Okay. So let's have him come up on us. Not much of anything, really, in my opinion. Actually, that might be bad, because we upgraded and we would be doing 21 to 32 on the landing, and now we're unable to get that. But I tell you what, the evacuation, like if you use that to get out of trouble, that's nothing. That ties in with the, Portal Master rank. Let's get 2 of them in here and see if we can get the landing to stick. Yes, so we finally got a landing to count. So that's cool. It has a little bit of a radius damage, but the knockback is really, it's not super exciting. And the main thing though is where we would, let's actually showcase that. Right here, instead of us doing 21 to 32 whenever we land, he gets pushed out of that radius, and so he escapes that issue. But again, if you wanted to escape, you can do that. You can rush in. You can double tap it. There we go. Alright, so that's a little unfortunate, really. It's not good enough knockback in my... It's not like you're going to push them out of your face and you can set up something. Their downtime really would be more significant. But what I'm getting at, the dummy is fixed, right? So we're going to hit him with impact and then collect the 2132 bonus, if you will, from just like landing. Now, if this was a Greeble or an enemy, we would kick them, push them away, and we wouldn't be getting the 21 to 32. So you're essentially cutting the effectiveness in half in terms of damage applied. Now, like I said, if it's a situation where you knock them back and that lets you retreat and spam razors, or further escape or get to food, worthwhile. But basically we've cut the effectiveness in half, so no bueno on that one, in my opinion.
Are you ready for a new magical upgrade?
Final upgrade down this path is double flip for 1760. This sounds pretty cool. Press Y twice to give Somersault another boost to travel further. Press Y after performing the double flip to perform another on the same enemy. So that might be hard to document, but we will try.
Bring it on!
I'm gonna back out of here, see what we get. So 1, 2. I don't know that we landed that. I'm not really seeing a flip anywhere. Are you? What? I'm like spamming the snot out of Y. I don't see a flip anywhere. I mean, it just looks like he's an old man with like his pants on fire.
A sea vehicle to enter this zone.
Okay, let me read that. Press Y twice to give Somersault another boost to travel further. press Y after performing the double flip to perform another on the same enemy. So here, let's just 1, 2, and then I chained all 3 of them right there coming up the stairs. So
Just pull that lever to get started with your training.
Okay, I guess it's a deal if you chain it on an actual enemy, then you do flip. So, oh, that killed him? Alright, I didn't see him get sucked up. Alright, so check it out. Ordinarily, like, I was going around like this, and we were just like springing forward 3 times, which we could get to happen. But it didn't have a flip, certainly wasn't super cool. Now this though, flip, kick, kick. Okay, so that, yeah, that'll work,
Make good use of it, or you'll have me.
And we still miss out on the landing damage there though, which sucks. That's very unfortunate on that side. Now there it makes sense to lose the landing because you're not actually landing, but that's kind of more of just like a cool deal. That's something neat to look at than it is like increase the damage. So 20 to 30 2 times, potential for 3x. So that's pretty self-explanatory, just standard damage across the board. You would do 20, flip, 20, flip, 20. Obviously 20s could be 30s or some mix thereof. So it's a shame that didn't increase the damage actually. But again, the landing is what we're missing out on, and I mean that was double the damage, you know. But anyway, let's land it here on the dummy. Flip, kick, flip, kick. You get the idea. But we just, you know, the knockback kind of killed the flow of. That said, the soul gem kind of hard to document, but having a blast 3200, hold B to vacuum in enemies, release to shoot enemies as projectiles, which we all know that. But now they're going to bounce and hit other enemies. When an enemy has low health, this is it's interesting. Let's come up here. Alright.
Show me what you've got.
Now the problem here is it's very difficult to shoot these Greebles without like killing them or sending them off the screen. Which, case in point, he just falls into the void after taking 12 damage. 20 and gone. I mean, you know, that's sort of where this is going terribly wrong. Let's see if we can get 3 of them and try to ricochet, but we'll probably electrocute one or something, you know. Man, this is just not going well. That's sort of like the flop damage they take, the 10 and the 2 5s. So yeah, I can't really showcase that here. It's just, it would waste all of our time, and I'm more interested in just getting all the videos wrapped up so we can move on to finishing the game, doing the SuperCharged challenges, all that good stuff. But it's something that will come in handy, but it's extremely difficult, particularly here. And for what it's worth, Jet-Vac just continues to shoot characters out. And that, they technically like shouldn't be having that happen, you know, where they, obviously the electrocution as well, but it's just a deal where they should be staying in the arena better, and they don't, and that makes it like super difficult to showcase what we need to. So take it for what it's worth, and again, that whole electrocution thing is just based on our Portal Master ranks, so it's just kind of like thrown in there, and then that makes it even harder to showcase things. But I think you kind of get a feel for it. They sort of like pancake and waffle at the end and do the 5 to 10. I've yet to see one like get shot out with the extreme force, but I've wondered if that ties in with the flopping. I don't know. I'll have to play with it in game or something. But anyway, that was Hurricane Hawk. I don't really know. I'll have to play with these because the first path, Blade-Vac, I didn't really get to get good numbers, I feel. This one was coming along decently, but losing the landing because of the knockback, which does no damage and doesn't really send them far back. Double flip is cool, but again, no increase. I probably would have to say Blade-Vac is the better path. And truth be told, Hurricane Hawk, I feel like people that take that are just like gonna rush in with it. And I don't know that that's the best strategy, because he's sort of geared towards projectile and sort of like long range combats. Or at least I think that would be a strength in my opinion. But it's certainly something you could do. I kind of think that works better as sort of like a quick escape type of a thing. But who knows? Whatever you prefer. I have to say initially Blade-Vac is probably better, just because Talon Takeoff, the knockback, kills the landing damage, which cuts the effectiveness of that attack in half. Turbulent Turbine didn't do that, and it barely increased it. I mean, we went from 10, 15, 12 to 18 for people behind us, so that's not a significant gain. Talon Takeoff cuts the effectiveness in half, and while Double Flip is really cool, the problem I have with it is we're missing out on the landing damage, which again maintains the, you're halfway of what you should be. Before you started this upgrade path, it was to increase this, tertiary skill set, if you will. And the other issue I have with it, it didn't increase the damage at all. We're still doing 20 to 30 on every single kick. So you don't get like 20 to 30, and then the second kick is 25 to 38, and the third kick is 30, 45. It's 20, 20, 20, and that's sort of a buzzkill. However, despite all the shortcomings, it's still kind of a fun path, so it has that going for it. But I think overall Blade-Vac is probably better. It depends on your playstyle, as always, but for me personally, I kind of like using SuperCharged Jet-Vac as like a ranged fighter. And that would, of course, favor Blade-Vac. So, anyway, that's my thoughts. I'm sticking to them until we play around with them a little bit and kind of change our minds, if that's going to happen. But nonetheless, thanks for watching. I hope you learned a little something. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Your support is much appreciated. You can follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. I think we've got to do his second quest, so we might work on that. Similarly, I think we might crank out Stormblade's upgrade path tonight, which we've already done. I think her quest and SuperCharged challenge. So like I said, it's a weird mix at this point in time, but we'll get it all sorted out. So hope you're enjoying. Again, leave a like, Twitch, Twitter, all that good stuff. oneofwisdom.com, SkylanderClub.com. That's where we'll eventually have all of these spreadsheets that I've got kind of piling up here. I just need to take the time to make that happen. But for myself and Legendary Hurricane Jet-Vac, thanks so much for watching. Again, let me know your thoughts on the microphone situation, and I will catch you back here for more Skylanders Research.